What's up guys, Mikkel here, and in my entire time covering Ripple in the XRP ledger, one of the biggest concerns that I constantly hear is how committed is Ripple to XRP? Guys, a lot of people see Ripple launch different projects like their stablecoin, their private ledgers, and wonder, hey, is this Ripple pivoting away from XRP? And is XRP really just a funding mechanism for their business? Guys, in this video, I want to share with you an intriguing clip of Brad Garlinghouse from an interview earlier today that I think perfectly answers that question and is going to let you know exactly where Ripple stands with XRP and why these different products that don't use XRP still contribute massively to its value. Also, guys, at the end of the video, I want to talk about Gary Gensler stepping down from the SEC. Guys, he put out a very interesting tweet on X. I want to break it down at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around for that. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. Thank you to everyone who likes the videos and to subscribe to the channel. These things really do help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. With that said, though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, there's actually a couple different parts of the Brad Garlinghouse interview I really want to cover, and the first thing I want to cover is the XRP stablecoin, because this is the first time we've seen Brad Garlinghouse talk about this. Now guys, this for me is a very exciting market, and I think it was heavily slept on by a lot of people in the XRP community because they saw it as a threat to XRP. They saw the XRP stablecoin come about and think, is this Ripple pivoting away from XRP? Is this essentially Ripple saying XRP hasn't been working, we're going to use a stablecoin now? Guys, we're going to talk about all of that, but first I want to talk about why I'm so excited about this stablecoin. Guys, in this interview, Brad Garlinghouse specifically said that the stablecoin market is expected to go from 150 billion today to 2.8 trillion by 2028. This is a massive expansion in the industry as essentially we move to an economy built into the internet. Guys, it is blatantly obvious that most people prefer to pay for things in a non-volatile currency. And it makes it even easier when it's a dollar-denominated currency. So it is so obvious that as we move into this next generation financial system built into the internet, we are going to need premium stablecoins because that's what the masses like to use. As much as I see XRP being critical as liquidity and as a way to bridge different assets to one another, most people in the modern financial era do not want to be paying with things with a volatile cryptocurrency. So it is absolutely critical that the XRP ledger has a good stablecoin, and that's why the projections for this industry are expected to explode. Now guys, the other thing we know, and Brad Garlinghouse talked about this in this interview, is that Tether essentially is being regulated out of the market right now. I don't think there's going to be any kind of Tether death spiral. I don't think there's going to be any kind of Tether black swan, but it could not be more obvious that these stablecoin bills are going to outlaw Tether. Guys, this is going to leave a massive hole in the market and the need for a trusted stablecoin issuer. Ripple can perfectly fill that role. Ripple is already working with central banks. Ripple is already working with large institutions, large governments. So essentially, they are highly trusted when it comes down to the cryptocurrency industry. Guys, I really believe this is a huge opportunity for Ripple to step into and essentially take over Tether's role as essentially providing the leading stablecoin for the entire internet. Now, guys, I want to show you why this is such a big deal because I think a lot of people miss it. A lot of people kind of wonder, how do you even make money on a stablecoin? Is it even that profitable? What's the point? Guys, the profits are insane. Take a look at this. Last quarter, Tether generated $2.85 billion from their stablecoin business. Guys, this is almost more than Goldman Sachs and BlackRock, and they have probably 80% less employees than both of these organizations. So you're probably wondering, how are they making this much money with so little people? Well, it's a very simple business model. People need stable coins in these blockchain technologies. People go to Tether, give Tether dollars, Tether gives them a stable coin, and Tether needs something to do with the dollars they are holding for people in the meantime. In the meantime, they invest those dollars in treasuries that yield 3 to 5%. Now guys, 3 to 5% doesn't do much when you're you and me, right? And you only have a couple $1,000 to put into treasuries. But when you have billions and billions of dollars to put into treasuries, well, then you are earning massive amounts of money on essentially the money your customers are just giving you to hold. Guys, Ripple is about to step in this big business in a really big way. And the most exciting thing is Ripple is an enterprise company. They are compliance minded first. They have a decentralized exchange built into the XRP ledger. They are transparent on their reserve, and they can be multi-chain. Guys, Ripple is going to change the paradigm when it comes to these stablecoins. For the first time ever, we are going to have a trusted financial player issuing one of these things. And I believe this is going to be monumental for Ripple's business. Now, guys, the other thing people people constantly say, and I think it's so important to hit on, is, well, is this stablecoin a pivot away from XRP? And how is XRP going to benefit? And guys, this is one of the things I really wanted to talk about in this video because I have seen this come up countless times in the XRP community. One of the times this narrative was extremely strong was when Ripple was launching their private ledgers essentially for businesses on the back end. Guys, a lot of people were saying, ha, I told you, Ripple never needed XRP. XRP was just a funding mechanism so they could build out these other businesses. Well, guys, earlier today when Brad Garlinghouse was doing his interview, he made one of the most important points that I think people need to understand. Ripple is becoming a crypto infrastructure player. Ripple is looking to be the leader in transitioning the traditional financial system to the modern financial system. And Ripple wants to be the person providing that infrastructure. Guys, Brad Garlinghouse said it in this interview. Ripple plans to build the infrastructure around XRP. Ripple plans to build institutional grade products that surround the XRP ledger. Guys, institutions are going to get involved in cryptocurrency in a massive way in the coming years. And if Ripple is the player that is onboarding them, and these big institutions see XRP as the cryptocurrency associated with some of Ripple's products, they are going to want to invest in the asset alongside using the products. Guys, there is no doubt in my mind that everything Ripple is doing is going to come back to the XRP ledger, because at the end of the day, without XRP, Ripple is no special company. Any company can build centralized banking software, and we see tons of companies doing it, but no industry player has a digital asset like XRP offering neutral, decentralized liquidity at the center of the product. Guys, Brad Garlinghouse and the entire Ripple team know this is the killer part of their business, and they know that everything eventually is going to come back to XRP. In this interview, Brad Garlinghouse literally said, as we build out this infrastructure for the big institutions, XRP is poised to benefit big. And guys, I think a lot of people don't see the big picture here. I think a lot of people hyper focus on, hey, how is XRP being used in this product? How is XRP being used in this product? Guys, what Ripple knows is the more they onboard institutions into the cryptocurrency market, the more they teach these institutions about the benefits, the more these institutions are going to adopt it. And guys, when they start adopting this tech, there is not a long list of cryptocurrencies they are going to choose from. They are going to be choosing from cryptocurrencies in the top 10, and they are going to see Ripple, a team of professionals, a team working with the traditional system, not trying to disrupt it, allowing them to advance their financial products into the next generation era. Guys, that is going to lead them directly to XRP. We see so many different founders completely unprofessional, launching rug pulls, launching ICOs, doing all this crazy stuff, simply not taking the professional approach. Guys, Ripple has always taken the professional approach, and I think that is going to pay off big when it comes down to real world adoption. And guys, I want to finish this video off and just quickly talk about Gary Gensler resigning, because he put out a very kind of cryptic tweet thread the other day. It said, "It's been an honor to serve as the SEC chair over the past 3 years. I've seen firsthand how incredible the staff is, and we were able to serve investors and issuers alike, blah, 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 blah." So it sounded like he was stepping down, but then finished it off with, "and we're not done." So guys, a lot of people are wondering, is Gary Gensler just trolling here, or is he trying to indicate, hey, I'm stepping down, but the SEC's not done? There's a lot of people trying to read into this, and I'll just say one thing. Guys, I don't think Gary Gensler is stepping down, to be honest with you. And the reason for that is he doesn't have any need to. What we really hoped last year was that Republicans, when they took control of the House, were going to put real pressure on Gary Gensler, really push him on the FTX connections, really push him on some of the shady stuff going on at the SEC, where essentially the SEC was going after the good players, the Ripples and the Coinbases, and ignoring the rug pulls and the blatant frauds. Guys, we were hoping Congress was going to push on Gary Gensler, kind of put pressure on him in a way where he was going to be forced to step down. And I don't even think it would have been that hard. Digging up a couple sketchy connections between Gary Gensler and the SEC and Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX would have been enough to put some serious jeopardy on Gary Gensler's job, but the Republicans have absolutely failed to do it. Because of that, Gary Gensler has just been coasting at the SEC and not getting any real pressure other than a couple mean letters. Guys, because of that, I don't think Gary Gensler really has any need to step down at the current moment. Unless something changes dramatically, essentially he's just going to keep on his warpath against crypto, and simply because he's not facing any real repercussions, he's not getting any real pressure, I don't see what would make him stop. Guys, the only thing I see in the medium term to actually stop Gary Gensler is a change in administration. I think if this happened, there is no doubt in my mind we'd see Gary Gensler out of the SEC, but him just stepping down voluntarily, guys, this dude has done everything in his power to troll the cryptocurrency industry, attack it, stifle it, hold it back. I don't see him stepping down, allowing the industry to get a massive win. This is just my perspective. I really do think Republicans dropped the ball on putting pressure on him. I really do think we could be in a completely different environment right now if we did subpoena him, if we did dig up the FTX stuff, if we did crack down on what was going on at the agency, why they were trying to stifle the innovation, but none of that has happened. Because of that, I see Gary Gensler coasting through the rest of his term until he's forced out, and I don't really see anything changing. Guys, I'll keep my fingers crossed that I'm wrong on this. This is one of the things that I am praying I'll be wrong on, but unfortunately, I have a feeling this is one of the easiest predictions I've made in a while, so we'll just see how it plays out. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.